Hey, good morning, everybody. Dirk here at GC Blues 45. And folks, before I do this video, I'm sorry for not posting no videos of late. I've been, concentrating on myself, doing what I want, or actually doing what I can to, basically relaxing after being at work. So that's about. But don't worry, folks. I'll keep posting videos. Don't you worry. I'll still be around. And I also want to welcome any new subscribers. Hello to all 123 of you. All right, folks, this is another rant I do for DTV or my personal blog. And folks, let me tell you something. When I do rants, they do go on, and and these are personal views also. But I really don't want to lose subscribers. But if I do, I'm sorry that I offended people. But to tell you the truth, it's just my personal view of things. Okay, and I want to talk about counterfeit jerseys, folks. You know, now, folks, for you people who watch my channel regularly, you guys see my jerseys, and this is one of them. I bought this at a game. Now, this is my reverse retro. Now, when you order from China, folks, you really won't get the sponsor logo on these. That's one thing you will not get, so you probably won't see these. But counterfeits, folks, let me tell you, I hate them. You know, this will all be glossy and bubbly. It won't even look like it's sewn on. It's just pressed on. Actually, it's just sewn on, not he pressed and then sewn on. But this is the main one right here. This area, the fight strap. You only will have this square, and I'll show it to you better. You'll have this square. Turn off the light for you. You'll only have this square. You'll still have this part, but the part and the buttons will be wrong and stuff. And this will be wrong. All right here will be. And folks, let me tell you something. I'm tired of seeing counterfeits even on Facebook Marketplace. And I tell people it's illegal to sell counterfeits, and they're like, "Oh, it's not counterfeit. I bought it at the Enterprise Center." I'm like, "Yeah, my dad didn't die of congestive heart failure September 9th of 2022." I'm like, "Oh, he did." And yeah, folks, my dad did die. But you know what, though? Let me tell you something. It's illegal to sell counterfeits. If you guys don't believe me, you contact your local field office of Homeland Security, and they will even tell you it is illegal. And it's punishable by a $2 million fine or 10 years in federal prison. And literally, they're, and folks, I need to also tell you this. Federal agents from Homeland Security and ICE are on eBay, Craigslist, and all the other sites that you can sell stuff. And they're even on Facebook Marketplace. If they see you having something that's counterfeit, they will come and arrest you. They will. If you don't believe me, you got another thing coming. And they will use whatever against you. And if you say, "Oh, I bought this at the Enterprise Center and stuff," well, guess what? They're going to raid the Enterprise Center. They're going to send agents to the Enterprise Center to STL Authentics. And if they don't find anything counterfeit, you're in further trouble. Yeah. Yeah, you're in further trouble. Yeah, you're in much further trouble than you're in currently. And you say, "Well, I got it as a gift from my grandpa." It don't matter. Your grandparents said no better. They wanted to save money on a jersey. That's why they went to a counterfeit site. And folks, it's actually been proven when you buy counterfeit jerseys, it's going to evil. You know, Kim Jong Un gets 50% for every time a counterfeit's bought. That means if you bought a jersey, let's say for $20 or $40, he's getting $10 to $20, but he's getting it in yen, which translates to about, I'm only guessing, maybe 500 to 1,000 yen. I don't know the conversion, but he's getting that. China's funding his nuclear project. You know what? Yeah, China is funding his nuclear project. Big time. Yeah. And guess what? Every time you buy a counterfeit jersey, you're help fueling that. Why do you think every time we keep hearing on the news he's testing a new missile every so often? Yeah, remember that. Al Qaeda and ISIS gets 35%. Now, folks, you remember when we all were leaving Afghanistan and people wanted to join us, and then a suicide bomber killed himself with a bomb at Kabul airport that killed 13 of our U.S. soldiers, 13 U.S. soldiers. And ISIS, a group called ISIS 6 said they claimed responsibility. Well, guess what? You had a hand on that when you bought counterfeit jersey around that time. That means the blood of 13 U.S. soldiers are now on your hands also. The death of those soldiers are on your hands. How does that make you feel? Bet you feels kind of bad, doesn't it, that you bought a counterfeit jersey from China? Now, folks, I'm actually thinking about contacting my congresswoman and my U.S. senators and telling them we need to get a law passed where it should be illegal to buy counterfeits. Now, yes, I might have to go to Washington and testify in front of both judiciary committees. But guess what? It'd be well worth it. And after I present this evidence that I'm telling you, they got no choice but to get the law going. Now, before I give you this final 15%, that 85%, the first 85%, Kim Jong Un 50, Al Qaeda, ISIS 6, or whatever, 35%. That 85% is enough to put you behind bars for treason. You're committing a treasonous act. Well, there, folks, you are. Now for the rest. 15% goes to drug cartels to keep that never-ending train of drugs going. And 5% goes to the sex slavery, sex trade industry. Now, I know some of you's got families and stuff. How would you like it? You keep a young kid, the same age as your kid, doing God knows what. Now, folks, I even seen a thing on ABC one time. I forgot who was reporting, but it was an undercover report on sex slavery or the sex trade industry overseas. And did you know there was actually young kids in it? Yeah, and they got special terms. Now, I'm not going to say them because it might gross you out. But the kids are free. They are out of sex slavery and stuff. Most of the time, the parents of the kids have to sell them. Basically, every time you buy a counterfeit jersey, you're thinking, oh, I'm help feeding someone's family. I'm giving someone food on their table. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not help feeding someone's family. You're not help paying someone's debt off. You are giving your money to a bunch of evil. And it sickens me that you people who buy counterfeit jerseys say you guys care about your family and stuff, but when you buy counterfeit jerseys, you find out that 5% goes to sex slavery and sex trade. And you're keeping a young kid or a young girl doing God knows what, and you should be sick. It should make you sick of not buying counterfeit jerseys. Now, yes, I know jerseys are expensive. Now, this at the Blues game last season I bought. This was $190 I bought it for. On my other jerseys, there's my Edmonton Oilers Phonetics. That cost me $245 to get. You know, Most of my jerseys I buy through Fanatics and Cool Hockey. Cool Hockey offers them for $2.29 plus $30 for hand stitching. Okay, yeah, I'm paying $259 plus the taxes and stuff. Yeah, you know, but it's not my fault jerseys cost so much. Yeah, it's not my fault. But it's the player contracts that you got to worry about. These contracts that players are doing, they're making it to nine figures. You got to be like, oh, and that's why they jack up the price of the jerseys because of the player contracts. So if you want to really blame anyone why jerseys cost so much, blame your favorite sports player. Sorry, blame the sports players, the players and their agents, mainly their agents because they're the ones that give them that multi-year contract worth nine figures, and that's why jerseys cost so much. Blame that. Yeah. But what really irks me is people wearing them in public. You stick out like a sore thumb with them on. And people don't give a care. You know, that's another thing. When we go to games, don't wear your counterfeits. Don't wear them. If you guys really want to go cheap, let's see what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a nice shirt. I got through Fanatics. But you know what though? Same price as a counterfeit. Yeah, about 30, $40. Why don't you go that route? But you know what though? I'll do one better. Before I even went to games with jerseys on, I actually wore a sweatshirt that my mom got me at a yard sale. Probably cost that person when they got it at the time $20. My mom got it for about $2 or $3 at a yard sale. I still have it. Yeah, I still have that sweatshirt. And guess what? I used to wear that to games. Yeah, I used to wear it. Now I wear jerseys. That costs a good deal of money. But you know what though? There's times I will wear my I want to wear my I probably want to wear my sweatshirt to a game. You know what? I probably want to. Probably wear it to a game and wear it with pride. And before I went to Cardinals games, before starting wearing a jersey, I used to wear a camo Cardinals shirt that my mom and dad got me for Christmas one year. And I wore it to LA. And now I wear jerseys to the game. But you know what though? That's another thing. Why don't you go to your local Walmart or Target and buy a cheapy shirt of your team and wear that to a game? You're still supporting the team, but you're not buying anything that's counterfeit because what you buy from there is something called certified approved. It's still approved by the leagues, but you're still helping out your team. Yeah, literally, folks. It don't take a rocket scientist to realize, hey, I'm doing bad by buying a counterfeit. And I didn't know, and I know you guys are thinking, oh, I didn't know what's really going on. Well, you need someone to tell you, hey, buying counterfeits is wrong. If you guys really say you care about your family, you care about the nation and stuff, and a bunch of other stuff, don't buy counterfeits. You know, and the more and more we warn people, and also the more and more the counterfeit busts go on, the China market will be shut down. And folks, did you know this? Every day in our ports, there's tons of counterfeit stuff that comes in from China. Not just jerseys, but laundry detergent. Yeah, counterfeit laundry detergent. And I know you're saying, how can laundry soap be counterfeit? Well, there's a way. And that is they put more water in it and less soap. That's how it's counterfeit. There's barely any soap in it. It's mostly water. They even do counterfeit Tylenol. If that actually got on the market, that can get a lot of people sick. Yeah. There's even counterfeit cigarettes. Like, let's say you buy Winston. There's counterfeit Winston cigarettes that are coming in from China. You don't know what's in that. But our agents from ICE do know what's in it, and that's what's killing people. But now that counterfeit batteries. I saw an I think a Duracell batteries, and it had the Energizer Bunny on it. A counterfeit-looking Energizer Bunny. And there's even, Energizer batteries and a whole bunch counterfeit ones that will literally ruin your electronics, but also make them explode to the point where you can't even play it no more. Yeah, it's that bad. And there's tons of other stuff. Now, powder detergent, you don't know what's in that. There's counterfeit powder detergent too that comes from from China. But I hate to tell you this, folks, over 70% of that stuff is not checked. They get only 30% of the stuff that comes in from China. The other 70% gets out. Yeah. And the other 70% includes jerseys. Now, when they do grab a jersey, they do seize it. So if you did order a jersey and you haven't received it in the amount of time, it's most likely that the agents or the agents at the port seized it and took it as evidence against China and had it destroyed. Yeah, that's why. And you can't get a hold of the company and stuff. But folks, like I said, I will never buy counterfeits. I especially when I found out after I found out where the money's really going when buying one, I'm like, wow, I'm not gonna ever buy a counterfeit because it's wrong. And now I know where the money's going. And no, I'll never buy a counterfeit. Never will. So, folks, really, when you want to buy a jersey, don't go cheap. If you do want to go cheap, buy a cheapy shirt from your local Walmart or Target. But save up your money is the main thing. If you guys want to buy the legit stuff, save up your money. And you can get a good jersey at the right price. And heck, there's even deals that Fanatics do and Cool Hockey do. They do a great sales every year. So take advantage of that. Okay, literally take advantage of the deals that they got. You'll be amazed on what you can get. And you'd be surprised on what you can get. Especially if it's 25% off or 60% off, what? You know, one time, I bought a great jersey off of the MLB site for 80% off. They were doing a spring cleaning sale because of spring training, spring cleaning. I got a jersey for $80. Actually, two jerseys for $80. And I got one jersey that was on clearance for $55. Can't beat that. Also, take advantage of the clearance sales that they got going on too. That's on any of the Fanatics sites. And folks, Fanatics is really not that bad of a company. If you really look at them, they're really not that bad of a company. I think most of the time people actually go to the fake Fanatics sites that are based in China and they're getting their stuff in, or they're photoshopping a bunch of stuff. But folks, phonetics has not done me wrong yet. And I think literally people need to get a grip on things. Well, I gotta get going, folks. But remember, folks, don't buy the counterfeits. Literally, don't buy them. Don't go to DHgate. Don't go to any of these fake webs, these wholesale sites based in China because you're just giving your money to Kim Jong Un, Al Qaeda, and ISIS, drug cartels, and sex slave and sex trade industry. You're giving your money to them. You're not giving it to someone to feed their family or whatever. You're not doing that. You're actually giving your money to a bunch of bad. If you don't believe me, contact your local the field office closest to your city, and ask them. There's a guy on YouTube that said buying counterfeit jerseys supports terrorism, sex slavery, drug cartels, and terrorism. Is he right? And he will tell you, I am right. It's not even worth buying. So, folks, literally, please don't buy counterfeits. And especially for you people who have them, quit wearing them to a game. Literally, just quit wearing them. And don't sell it. The best thing to do, use it as a dishcloth, dog bedding. Heck, you can use it as a rag to wash your car with. But don't sell it. Don't sell it. Because if you do, you broke the law and they'll be coming after and Homeland Security investigations will be coming after you. And you can laugh it up all you want, but guess what? They'll be the ones laughing at you. Hold it to you in a court of law, and you'll be charged. It doesn't matter if it's just one jersey, a whole bunch. You break the law if you're selling anything counterfeit. All right, let me send some shout outs real fast. It's been a while since I've done shout outs, so especially when I do my jersey review videos and stuff. So my first shout out I want to give out to a friend of mine who I haven't seen in the longest, and I miss you. Amy Holland Pinnell, hey. I know you're back in town. You're helping out the high school, which is great. Um, Hopefully you get some more acting someday and do great, girl. You actually rock. By the way, Amy's also married now, and I actually wish her well. She's a great. And folks, if you haven't got a chance to see any of her acting skills, there's some episodes on YouTube. She was on How I Met Your Mother, where Bernie or uh, Neil Patrick Harris knocks on her door first and goes, "Hi, I just want to come by and let you know I saw your husband cheat on you, and I just want to say I feel sorry for you." And Amy was listing a whole bunch of stuff to do, and she did her yeah face like, "Let's kill him." When I saw that face that she did, like, I'm like, that's her oh yeah face. And Neil's like, "Bye," and went across the hall. Whoa. And another friend's shout out I want to send out to is to my buddy Andy, who I'm going to miss coming up. He's going back Carnian. He's going to go to Tupelo, Mississippi, and he will not be back until about June here for St. Elizabeth's Carnival. We have here what they call it, the picnic, but that's one of their big fundraisers they do at the church here, and I live right close to it, so it's pretty good. And then there's he won't be back till around Christmas time, and stuff, where he'd be around with family for a while, and then he'd be back out in February again. So, Andy, I just want to give you a good shout out, bud, and say I love you, bud, and I will miss you when you're gone. Now, for my celebrity shout out, um, I always like doing celebrity shout outs because, just in case if the celebrity sees my video, they know, hey, this person gave me a shout out. I want to thank them. First out to Marc Summers, the host of Double Dare, the original host of Double Dare. Hey, Mark, or hey, Mr. Summers, great guy. Um, you know, he he was Double Dare. Believe it or not, he was, and that show was a great show. But Mark, or should I say Mr. Summers, if you ever get a chance, try to buy the rights to Couch Potatoes from Helm Saban. I think you did. I know there's a video out of you doing the game show Couch Potatoes with some people. If you haven't got the rights to that, get the rights and bring back Pick Your Brain, sir. That was a great show. I loved it when I was younger, so please bring that show back. Another celebrity shout out I want to send out to is Mr. Wink Martindale. Hey, Winkster. Um, the original host of Tic Tac Toe, the second host of High Rollers, and a few other shows. And by the way, folks, did you know really Wink's not his real name? Yeah, Wink's not his real first name. And Winkster, I know you don't like to people to know about this, but I'm gonna tell. His real name is Winston. Winston Martindale is his real name. I know, folks. I know what you're thinking. Why does he want not to be called Winston? I think it'd be kind of interesting. And here's the host of Tic Tac Toe, Winston Martindale. I think Wink sounds better. Wink and Martindale. So, Winkster, I want to say hey to you. And one final celebrity shout out I want to send out to is to the one and only JD Roth. JD, I want to say hey to you. You're a great executive producer of some great shows like Bar Rescue and Biggest Loser. Your company, Three Ball Productions, is great. I know you're doing great. And JD, if you can get a chance, please bring back Funhouse. Get the rights to it from Stone Stanley if they'll let you, if he lets you, and bring the show back for a new generation of people. And JD, if you need a host for it, I'll be pleased to host it for you. Literally, I'll love to host the new Funhouse for you. I, you know, I used to watch it when I was younger. I watched all three seasons. And JD, if you might not, if you do see this video and you're thinking, okay, this guy just sent me a shout out and stuff. I was the one that when you came to Six Flags here in St. Louis, originally called Mid America, you came to Funhouse. You were doing the Funhouse tour around the U.S., especially at the Six Flags parks. I did the game called Pie in Your Face. You sent me home as a winner. I still have that Kansas City Chiefs T-shirt you gave me, and you autographed it for me. And but I don't have the video no more. Yeah, I don't have it no more. I did exercise it to a lot. I did. I got the Swamp Stop video, by the way, doing the Swamp Stop. And it was interesting to do um that video. I exercised to it a lot. It was fun. I actually enjoyed it. Um, but you know, well, I gotta get going, folks. It's getting late. I gotta get going. I wanted to do this YouTube video to basically do a rant and give you my thoughts or something. If you guys want to know, if you guys want more of my personal views, comment. I'll give you two, or comment what you guys think about counterfeit jerseys and stuff. Just comment below. And as always, folks, please stay safe. Take care. Remember, watching. I love you guys. So until then. Peace.